Good evening, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Southridge grad Colson Montgomery, the Chicago White Sox top prospect, has spent this season at AAA Charlotte. He leads the Knights with 13 home runs and 48 RBIs. This past week, it was a homecoming of sorts for Montgomery as the Knights were in Louisville for 6 games. Colson on his season to date.
I would say it's going pretty good. You always want to be the best, and you always want to have the best career and best seasons ever. But sometimes it's not going to happen. If you look back at all the greats and everything like that, they've had some struggles and stuff. So I've definitely had some struggles this year. But I think that's just going to help me grow into a better player and as a better person, honestly. So I feel like that's what you got to go through, is a little bit of struggle to find your true self.
You played a lot of baseball. How's the body holding up?
I was talking about that today. I'm feeling a little bit, as you're getting into middle of August, late August, you can kind of get a little tired and everything like that. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I know I still got about a month and a half left, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to get myself right. And also I hope I'm playing a little bit longer, so with the call-ups and things like that. But that's out of my control. You never know what's going to happen.
What's been the difference between maybe AA and AAA?
I would just say the biggest thing is just the style of play is a little cleaner. You're here with a lot more polished and experienced guys. So I would just say the game's played a little bit better and a little more cleaner. But the pitching side, it's just the pitchers are well more experienced and polished, and they're not afraid to throw you whatever. And I feel like more guys in AA are just kind of throwing to pitch, and a lot of these guys are trying to get you out, so they kind of know what to do.
When you look at it going into a season offensively, things to work on, what was that this year?
My biggest thing was just kind of keep doing what I was doing, staying short to the ball, seeing the ball deep, and kind of using the whole field and things like that. Unfortunately, this year I really haven't done so much of that, but that's just kind of how you get pitched, and you have to make adjustments, and that's perfectly fine, and you just learn from your mistakes.
What about defensively?
I feel awesome defensively. This is the best I've ever felt defensively, and I think I'm proving my case of being a shortstop. Everybody says I'm not a shortstop, but I think everybody else who watches the game can tell that I can play the shortstop position.
Biggest question all around is when they're going to bring Colson up. I'm sure you hear that a lot. And you said it's out of your control, but yeah. Do you hear that a lot?
A lot is an understatement. I would say I pretty much hear it every single day. So it gets a little overwhelming and things like that. I wouldn't say annoying, just because everybody's proud of you and everybody's excited for you. So you can't really get annoyed of that. But I would just say it's all out of my control. You never know what's going to happen, especially with how unfortunate the season has been for the Sox. You can see there's a bright future for the young prospects and things like that. So it's very exciting.
It's been a busy week for you, kind of a homecoming week. I'm sure you had a lot of visitors.
Yeah, it has been homecoming. I felt like I was in Huntingburg, to be honest, or Huntingburg, Jasper, or playing somewhere around town. So it's cool. Kind of keeps you humble, because all these kids, they just remember when I played in high school, so that's kind of how they treat me, and that's really what I like the most. They don't treat you any different.
In NFL football, Anthony Richardson played in a game for the first time since his season-ending injury last season, but the Colts suffered a 34-30 preseason loss to the Broncos at Lucas Oil Stadium. Richardson went 2 for 4 for 25 yards before leaving the game. The Colts back at it with some joint practices against the Cardinals this week. They will play host to the Cardinals in the game at Lucas Oil Stadium on Saturday. In Big League Baseball coming up tonight, the Cubs just underway at Cleveland. Shotei Imanaga versus Ben Lively. St. Louis and the Reds start a series in the Queen City. Sonny Gray versus Andrew Abbott. And Austin Dillon, the winner of yesterday's Cookout 400 in overtime from Richmond Raceway on the NASCAR circuit. The driver of the 3 made a late pass on Denny Hamlin and held off the pack in 8 extra laps to claim first. Hamlin ended up 5th, while Tyler Reddick, Bubba Wallace, and Ross Chastain finished 2 through 4. The field will head to Michigan International Raceway this week for the Firekeepers Casino 400 on Sunday. It's the third to last race of the Cup Series season. Stay tuned. We'll have more right after this.